Baby Moses, Exodus chapter 1 verse 8 to 22 and chapter 2 verse 1 to 10. A new Pharaoh ruled over Egypt where the Israelites were living. When he saw how many Israelites there were, he became afraid of their power. He warned his people that if war came, the Israelites might side with their enemies and then leave the country. So the Egyptians forced the Israelites to become their slaves. Tough slaves master made them build the cities of Pithom and Ramesses. But despite their poor treatment, the Israelites grew stronger and more numerous. So the Egyptians brutally forced them to work even harder. The two midwives who helped Hebrew women deliver their babies were called Shiphrah and Puah. Pharaoh summoned them and ordered that if a Hebrew woman gave birth to a baby boy, they must kill it. Only if the baby was a girl could they let it live. But the midwives obeyed God rather than Pharaoh and let the baby boys live. Pharaoh summoned the midwives to ask why the baby boys were not killed. The excuse they gave was that the Hebrew women were giving birth to baby boys before they had time to get to them. So Pharaoh gave orders to his people that every baby boy born to a Hebrew woman must be thrown in the river Nile. When Hebrew man and his wife from the tribe of Levi had a baby boy, they hid him away from the Egyptians for 3 months. But as the baby grew older, it became harder to keep him hidden. So his mother came up with an idea to keep her baby out of sight. She got a basket made from papyrus leaves and covered it in tar and pitch to make it waterproof. She put the baby in the basket and carried it down to the river Nile. Her young daughter Miriam helped her. She hid the basket in the tall bulrushes by the side of the river. Miriam kept watch over the baby from a distance. Unexpectedly, Pharaoh's daughter came down to the river to bathe. She spotted the basket and sent one of her attendants to fetch it. When she opened the basket and saw the baby was crying, she felt sorry for him. "This is one of the Hebrews' babies," she said. Miriam, who had been watching, came up to the princess. "Shall I go and get one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you?" she asked. "Yes," replied the princess. Miriam ran to get her mother. "Take this baby and nurse him for me, and I will pay you," said the princess. So the mother looked after her child until he was old enough to be taken to the princess, where he was brought up as her son. She named him Moses, an Egyptian word meaning drawn out. "I drew him out of the water," she told everyone.